Hey folks, welcome back. I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet and to the point, just like with most of my videos. So this is gonna be talking about how to buy a new or used motorcycle. And yeah, first things first, man, insurance. Make sure insurance is good. What I mean by good is you can afford it. So once you hone in on the year, make, and model of the bike you want, make sure you double check how much insurance is going to be. Typically, your brand new bikes, your brand new super sport bikes is going to be a lot more expensive. And if there are a lot of those on the street, chances are there are more statistically accidents. What that means is your insurance premium is going to be a lot higher comparing it to bikes that are pretty much rare or you don't see often, i.e., the bike you see in front of you right now is the Ducati Panigale V4S 2021. There aren't a lot of these because it's just it's expensive. Period. That it's expensive. So insurance for this is less than $100 a month, full coverage. And my previous bike was a Ninja ZX6R 2020 with the ABS model. That thing was $150 a month, and it was a 600. This is an 1100 cc bike. So once everything checks out, you find the bike you like, insurance is good, you move on to the next thing, financing, right? The best way to go is straight up just cash it out, fire and forget. You know, you don't need to worry about monthly payments. Cash it out. If you can't do that, and it's needs versus wants, right? If you want the bike right away and you don't have the finances, get a loan. The thing is, loans, you know, obviously accumulates interest and all that. Just keep that in mind. They run your credit score, etc. Once you get your loan approved for the bike that you want, you move on to the next step, which is looking for just look around the various dealerships all throughout the United States. I say United States, for instance, my Aprilia, which is sitting in the garage, I got that from California. I'm right here in the Midwest. The reason is, I mean, they had the best price, right? Even with the shipping, it was lower than the local bikes around. However, the thing with the shipping is you got to wait, right? And sometimes they say, hey, it's going to be there in 2 weeks, things get delayed. So just keep that in mind. Shop around, man. And don't bite on the first number that you see that's, wow, it's such a low number, let's get this right away. No, make some calls and tell them, hey, I need a bike right now, what's your out the door price? Do that 4 or 5 times, get a good baseline on how much the dealers are willing to flex, and then tell them, hey, I've got dealers X, Y, and Z offering me out the door price for this much. Beat that price and I'll get that bike from you. Always negotiate the outdoor price, and also tell them, spit out a number that the nearby dealerships are giving you. That's the thing. That's how you get the lowest number. Also, one thing to note, do not whatsoever make the first offer. Once you make the first offer, you're pretty much screwed, right? There is no more negotiation. So do not ever do that. Get a baseline of what the MSRP is of the bike, and then find what's a good out the door price for you. Personally, I do not pay I do not pay over MSRP, and therefore I shop a lot, I negotiate a lot. For instance, this Ducati, there were 5 dealerships in Texas, right? And pretty much 4 out of the 5 had a pretty good range. They were pretty much in the same ballpark of offers, and they would not flex, right? So for the last dealer that I shopped with, they spat out a number below MSRP. Now, in my mind, I was pretty much fireworks, celebrations, and backflips, right? But I did not communicate that via telephone. I didn't show my poker face, right? You gotta have a poker face. You can't let emotion take over, and you cannot whatsoever show them that you're satisfied or you're confirming that offer. You want to milk them as much as you can, so that you could get the best bang for your buck. So what I did was, hey, I told them, I got dealer 100 miles south of you, offer me the same price, beat that price, and I'll pick it up right now, right? And they did. They flexed another $500. That was $500 instantly going to me, right? And at that point, boom, I took that offer, pulled the trigger, and I said, let's make this happen, right? A week later, I picked the bike up. It's on the trailer going back to my house. So again, don't jump on the first number that comes at you. Do your research, do your shopping, and negotiate. Don't make the first offer, whatever you do. Next thing I want to go over is definitely make sure. Definitely make sure that you shop with big dealers, because these guys are trying to move inventory, right? Sorry, there's a truck. Suspicious truck passing. White Silverado. Anyways, shop with big dealerships because they're trying to move inventory and they're more willing to flex, right? Also, end of the season, that's the time to buy. All these manufacturers are trying to get bikes off their showroom floor to get ready for the next riding season. So right now, when the end of the season is near, or it's here pretty much, winter time, that is the time to buy a new or used bike, right? So yeah, man, that's pretty much the main concepts that factors into buying a motorcycle, new or used. I definitely did want to keep this video under 10 minutes. But yeah, so I'm really happy you guys tuned in. Hopefully y'all learned something, and all the best to you in your purchase of your new or used motorcycle, for sure. So definitely catch you guys on the next one. I'm gonna definitely get more POV shots. I've got ND filters inbound, which is neutral density filters for my GoPro, which basically is a badass lens that enables motion blur. You're able to tinker with the shutter speed and all that, adjusting your frames, and then it looks badass. So I'm super excited to have that. We'll definitely post videos as soon as it gets here. So, but yeah, hey, thanks again. Thanks for tuning in. I'll definitely catch you guys on the next one.